teamwork.
Wanna see what I can do? Dodge this! Dodge this!
Chances are that as a Star Rail player, you've probably beaten a few runs of Simulated Universe like this. The dopamine being produced in your brain is running faster than Usain Bolt. It's like consuming 10 grains of hash and getting super faded in your apartment, only to find out that you weren't actually high and you kinda just hit your head a little too hard. Simulated Universe is a roguelite. That means it's not a roguelike. All that matters is that your character's levels are appropriate for the challenge. You can set up your build prior to playing, giving you endless possibilities. Yes, even you, with that tablet-raised pea-brain, can come up with something decent. Unlike typical games such as Hades and Deadlink, Star Rail Simulated Universe has much higher controlled variance. Your builds can be set up from the get-go as your team, you can reset blessings once to get something better, and you'll immediately start with a choice of either a blessing, and cosmic fragments, or a curio. You've got 7 great paths, 6 great paths to focus your build on. 6 ways to have fun, 6 ways to cope because you don't have fucking Jingwan. But don't worry, they're all viable. Trust me, I'm a pro gamer. Gacha games tend to have what is known as the 5-star dilemma. Scientifically, it is imperative that you have a comp of only the highest tier units to clear endgame content. Otherwise, you'll have a real tough time utilizing anything less. But if you can clear this hurdle, you'll ascend towards the God Gacha. Much like the time I discovered that Arlen was actually the best unit in the game, so too was my understanding of this game's absolutely deep and intricate system. While certain units may be relegated to extremely niche and awkward situations, Simulated Universe bestows them with a gift any children could ever want. Parental figures, attention. Those hard-earned 4 stars you earned after slaving hours of your time as a free-to-play won't go to waste. Isn't that great? Imagine only requiring 5 stars to progress through the game, spending over 1,000 of your free currency for a chance to get them, only to unlock 4 stars. Your mind slowly seeps into insanity as you soon understand the futility of life. Then there's a knock on the door. It's the debt collector. You owe them $10,000 in interest after spending your loans on gacha games. Despite your promises of paying them back, they won't listen. They tell you a way to make your money back, a series of games aboard a ship. And so you go, in the hopes that you can continue to make more loans to sustain your ever-growing addiction. And then you were never seen again. But don't worry, you clearly possess the aptitude to make smart decisions. So let's forget about that for a moment, and instead, let's focus on what matters most: team building. With the right mindset, knowledge, and IQ, you too can clear any world on any difficulty. Take it from me, a professional Star Rail player. Please ignore what you see on screen. I assure you that's just my ult. I have no idea what you're talking about. Anywho, aren't sure where to start? Easy. Take Nihility, use Sampo, and collect as many Nihility blessings as possible. Now stand back and watch as you finally understand that Sampo is best boy. Can you feel it? That's the cope in you trying to convince you not to do it. Remember, tears are for queer. I'm sorry, this is 2023. Allow me to adjust that. Tears are for degenerate, try-hard losers that only play Meta League champs and never shower. Excuse me. Where was I? Ah yes. The point is that you can theoretically beat World 6 with any combination of characters, so long as you know what you're doing. And while you could say that about any roguelike, it's important to consider this. Star Rail is a gacha. And as written by the decree of Xi Jinping, give us your fucking money, you goddamn Yankees. However, this is made by the same team behind Honkai Impact Third, not Genshin Impact. As such, being free to play is actually possible. In fact, it follows more of the Arknight's methodology. 4 stars are not inherently less inferior to 5 stars. Because of the game's turn-based mechanics, having good play with decently leveled gear and units will often contribute to success. And no, I'm not saying this because I'm coping.